The Stoic Morning Revolution. Transform your days with ancient wisdom and modern purpose. Imagine waking up each morning not with dread, but with a fire in your belly, a sense of purpose so strong that hitting snooze isn't even an option. In a world that bombards us with noise, stress, and endless distractions, what if you could find a calm center, a way to face the chaos without losing your cool? What if ancient wisdom from a Roman emperor could be your secret weapon to craft a life filled with intention, resilience, and true happiness? That's exactly what we're diving into today, and trust me, this isn't just another self-help spiel. It's a revolutionary approach to living that's been battle-tested for centuries. We're talking about Stoicism, a philosophy that's been guiding people through life's storms since ancient times, and we're bringing it straight into your 21st century mornings. From Marcus Aurelius's timeless insights to the Japanese concept of ikigai, we'll explore practical strategies to turn your mornings from a chaotic rush into a powerful launchpad for a day of meaning and joy. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by life's demands, struggled to find a moment's peace, or just want to live with more intention, stick around. This might just change everything for you. Let's dive into the Stoic strategies that can transform not just your mornings, but your entire life. Marcus Aurelius' wisdom, the power of your thoughts. Let's kick things off with a gem from Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor who knew a thing or two about navigating chaos. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Think about that for a second. In a world that's constantly trying to dictate how we should feel, think, and act, this idea is nothing short of revolutionary. It's not about controlling the world around you. That's a losing battle. It's about controlling something far more important and completely within your reach, your own mind. Stoicism, the philosophy Marcus lived by, teaches us that true happiness doesn't come from external circumstances. It comes from how we choose to think about those circumstances. It's about resilience, gratitude, and the art of living a fulfilled life no matter what's swirling around you. Picture this. You're stuck in traffic, late for a meeting, and your phone won't stop buzzing with notifications. Most of us would spiral into frustration, letting the stress ruin our day. But a Stoic, they'd take a deep breath, acknowledge what they can't control, the traffic, and focus on what they can, their reaction. They'd use the moment to reflect, maybe even find gratitude for the extra time to think. That's the power of Stoicism. It's a mindset that lets you find calm in the storm, happiness in the simplest things. And the best part? This isn't just a history lesson about some long-dead emperor. It's about you, your life right now. It's about facing the chaos of our modern world, endless emails, social media noise, global uncertainties, without losing your cool. It's about transforming your mornings from something you dread into a launchpad for a day filled with purpose and joy. So, if you're ready to harness this ancient wisdom as your secret weapon in the 21st century, let's keep going. Stoicism's relevance, a timeless guide for modern life. Stoicism isn't just a dusty old philosophy. It's a living, breathing guide that's as relevant today as it was in ancient Rome. In a world where we're bombarded with distractions, pressures, and uncertainties, Stoicism offers a lifeline, resilience to weather life's storms, gratitude to find joy in the present, and a roadmap to live a fulfilled life. It's not about suppressing emotions or enduring hardships with a stiff upper lip. It's about mastering your mindset so you can thrive no matter the circumstances. Think about your typical morning. Maybe you wake up to a blaring alarm already, stressed about the day's to-do list. You check your phone, get sucked into a vortex of emails and social media, and before you know it, you're rushing out the door, frazzled and reactive. Now imagine a different morning. You wake up with intention, free from digital noise, and take a moment to center yourself. You reflect on what truly matters, set a clear purpose for the day, and step into your routine with calm focus. That's the Stoic way, turning chaos into clarity, dread into determination. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by the noise of life, struggled to find a moment's peace, or simply want to live with more intention, Stoicism can be your guide. It's not about perfection, it's about progress, about crafting a life where you're in control of your reactions, not at the mercy of the world's demands. Before we go further, let me say this. If you're watching this, you're not like everyone else. You're a standout, someone who seeks depth and wisdom in a world that often settles for surface-level noise. You're here because you want more. More. Meaning, more clarity, more control over your life. And that dedication to absorbing this wisdom sets you apart even further. So, I'm asking you to give this journey your full attention from start to finish. Don't skim, don't skip. This isn't just about tips and tricks. It's about a mindset shift that could change everything. You're here for a reason, and I'm here to guide you through it. Let's dive into the first Stoic strategy that can set the tone for a life of purpose and joy. Ikigai meets Stoicism, finding your purpose. Let's start with a concept that might sound fancy but is beautifully simple. Ikigai. It's a Japanese term that means your reason for being, the sweet spot where your passions, skills, societal needs, and what you can be paid for all intersect. Imagine waking up each morning fueled by a clear purpose that excites you, something so compelling that the thought of hitting snooze just doesn't cross your mind. Now, pair that with Marcus Aurelius's Stoic wisdom. He wasn't just about enduring life's hardships. He believed we're all here to play a meaningful role, to contribute something valuable with integrity and passion. He urged us to approach each day as an opportunity to fulfill that role, and Ikigai gives us a modern framework to do just that. Ikigai isn't just about finding what you love, it's about aligning that love with what the world needs, what you're good at, and what can sustain you financially. That's where the magic happens. It's not a fluffy feel-good exercise. It's about setting the foundation for a life rich in meaning and satisfaction. When you align your daily actions with a deeper purpose, even mundane tasks gain significance. Your relationships flourish because you're more present and engaged. Your creativity soars because you're tapped into your true passions. And happiness? It becomes a constant companion, not a fleeting visitor. So, how do you uncover your Ikigai? It starts with introspection. Grab a notebook and ask yourself, what am I passionate about? What am I good at? What does the world need from me? What can I get paid for? Don't worry if the answers don't come right away. This is a journey, not a race. Explore different facets of your life, try new things, and see where your passions and skills converge with the world's needs. Maybe you love writing and are great at storytelling. Could you create content that educates or inspires others, perhaps in a niche that needs more voices? Or maybe you're skilled at organizing and have a passion for helping people. Could you start a business that solves a societal problem, like reducing clutter or stress? As Marcus Aurelius would remind us, it's about doing the work day by day with dedication and honor. Finding your Ikigai isn't just about personal fulfillment. It's about embracing your role in the larger tapestry of life, contributing your unique thread to the human story. So, as you set your alarm for tomorrow morning, think about what could be so compelling that you'd leap out of bed eager to start the day. That's the power of Ikigai, infused with Stoic purpose. Evening routine, the foundation of a great morning. Here's a Stoic truth that might surprise you. The quality of your morning begins the night before. It's tempting to binge-watch your favorite series until the wee hours or scroll through social media until your eyes blur. But let's pause and consider how that sets you up for the next day. Your brain needs time to unwind, process the day's events, and recharge for what's ahead. That's where a solid pre-sleep routine comes into play, and it's a game-changer when approached with Stoic intention. Imagine treating your evening routine with the same respect and intention as any other important part of your life. This isn't about rigid self-discipline that sucks the joy out of your evenings. It's about creating a space that supports your well-being and aligns with your goals for the next day. Start by limiting screen time an hour before bed. I know it sounds tough, but this isn't about denying yourself relaxation. It's about giving your mind the cue that it's time to wind down. Blue light from screens messes with your sleep cycle, making it harder to fall asleep and wake up refreshed. Instead, try reading a book, listening to calming music, or simply sitting with your thoughts. Next, plan a bit for the next day. It could be as simple as jotting down your top 3 priorities for tomorrow. This small act sets a clear direction. ensuring you wake up with a sense of purpose rather than a frantic rush. Maybe your priorities are to meditate for 10 minutes, tackle a work project, and call a friend to check in. Writing them down the night before keeps you focused and intentional. And here's where the Stoic mindset shines. It's about acknowledging what's within your control and letting go of what's not. You might not be able to control every detail of your day, but you can control how you start it. Finally, incorporate some deep breathing or meditation to calm your mind. This isn't just fluff. It's a powerful tool to signal to your body that it's time to rest. Inhale deeply, exhale slowly, and feel your stress melt away. This practice reduces your heart rate, lowers stress levels, and prepares you for a deep restorative sleep. It's like pressing the reset button, ensuring you wake up not just physically refreshed, but mentally and emotionally ready to tackle the day. In today's always-on world, this might sound like a Herculean task, but it's absolutely vital for setting the tone of your entire day. Morning without distractions, a Stoic start. Picture this: the first moments of your morning untainted by the digital clamor of emails, social media notifications, or the buzzing news cycle. It's just you, your thoughts, and the serene quiet of the dawn. That's not just refreshing, it's empowering. Marcus Aurelius was a strong advocate for living with intention and focus. He wasn't distracted by the notifications of ancient Rome, and believe me, he had his share of distractions as an emperor. Instead, he emphasized concentrating on the present moment and the task at hand. He knew something that's even more relevant today. The quality of your attention determines the quality of your life. So how do we apply this ancient wisdom in the modern age? It's about creating a morning space that's intentionally free from digital distractions. This isn't about shunning technology altogether. It's about choosing not to let it dictate the start of your day. It's tempting to roll over and immediately check your phone, but that instantly puts you in a reactive state, responding to the demands and dramas of the external world. Instead, give yourself the gift of a peaceful start. Dedicate the first hour of your day to activities that nourish your soul and sharpen your mind. Maybe it's reading a few pages of a book that inspires you, meditating to center your thoughts, journaling about your goals, or simply enjoying a cup of coffee while gazing out the window. This isn't wasted time, it's an investment in your well-being. By avoiding distractions, you're not just dodging stress, you're actively creating a reservoir of peace and focus that you'll draw from throughout the day. Making the most of your mornings isn't about adding more to your to-do list, it's about subtracting the noise that doesn't serve you. It's about prioritizing what truly matters before the day's demands start pulling at your attention. You might not be able to control the flood of emails waiting for you, but you can control how and when you engage with them. So tomorrow, challenge yourself to start the day on your terms. Resist the urge to dive into the digital world first thing. Instead, anchor yourself in the present moment, savoring the peace and potential that the morning holds. Every day is a new opportunity to live more intentionally, more serenely, and more in line with who you aspire to be. Consistency through waking up, building a stable foundation. Stoicism at its core is about understanding what's within our control and acting with virtue and intention in those areas. One of the simplest yet most powerful ways to embody this philosophy is by waking up consistently at the same time each morning. It might sound like a small thing, but it's a cornerstone habit that sets the stage for everything else. It's a declaration that you're in control of how you start your day, not at the mercy of whims or external pressures. Building a life, as Stoicism suggests, step by step with contentment in each action, is a powerful concept. It reminds us that big changes start with small, consistent actions. Waking up at the same time each day creates a stable foundation for your day. Instead of rushing from the moment you open your eyes, you start with a sense of control and purpose. But let's be real, consistency is challenging. The early days of trying to wake up at the same time can feel like an uphill battle. Your bed feels more comfortable than ever, and the temptation to hit snooze just one more time can be irresistible. This is where the Stoic practice of perseverance comes in. It's about reminding yourself why you're doing this, about the person you're becoming through this discipline. It's about seeing beyond the immediate comfort and focusing on the long-term benefits this habit will bring into your life. Becoming a morning person isn't just about the mornings themselves. It's about embodying the qualities that make you resilient, focused, and intentional throughout your day. It's a practice in self-mastery, aligning your actions with your values and cultivating the kind of life you want to live, one morning at a time. So, how do you make consistency your ally? Start by setting a clear intention the night before. Remind yourself why waking up at a specific time is important to you. Is it to have more quiet time for reading or meditation? Is it to exercise, or simply start your day in a more relaxed, controlled manner? Then create an environment that supports this habit. Maybe it's going to bed a bit earlier to ensure you get enough sleep, or keeping your curtains slightly open, to let the natural light wake you up gently. And when it gets tough, lean on the Stoic belief in the power of your own will and the importance of acting according to your principles. Each morning you wake up at your chosen time, you're not just starting your day. You're reinforcing a commitment to yourself, to your growth, and to living a life of intention and purpose. Self-compassion, the Stoic art of patience. Amidst all this talk of discipline and consistency, it's paramount to remember one thing: we're human. Being human means we're beautifully complex creatures, with brains that often prefer the path of least resistance, the instant gratification route. That's why embarking on new habits like transforming your mornings can initially feel like an uphill battle. But there's something incredibly freeing in acknowledging this. It's not a flaw, it's just part of the human experience. And here's where Stoicism offers a beautiful balance. Alongside its calls for discipline, it teaches us the importance of self-compassion and understanding. Marcus Aurelius, in his personal writings, often reminded himself to be patient and forgiving with his own shortcomings. He knew that berating himself for every slip-up wasn't the path to growth. Instead, he advocated for recognizing our errors, learning from them, and letting them go. This approach is crucial when cultivating new morning routines or any habit. Those first few days, or even weeks, can be tough. Your alarm goes off, and every fiber of your being wants to stay cocooned in the warmth of your bed. And let's be honest, there will be days when you give in to that desire. That's okay. The key is what you do next. Do you beat yourself up, spiraling into a cycle of guilt and self-criticism? Or do you take a breath, forgive yourself, and see the next morning as a fresh opportunity to try again? Forgiveness and patience with ourselves aren't signs of weakness, they're indicators of strength and wisdom. They mean we're in it for the long haul, ready to navigate the ups and downs with grace. This Stoic practice of self-compassion is about understanding our nature, working with it, and gently nudging ourselves toward the habits and life we aspire to. Taking it easy isn't about making excuses or perpetually falling short. It's about recognizing that growth is a process filled with learning curves and setbacks. Each new day brings new challenges and opportunities, and it's in this daily renewal that we find our strength and resilience. So as you work on embracing those early mornings, remember to take it easy on yourself. Celebrate the small victories, learn from the setbacks, and approach each day with a heart ready to try again. This isn't just about becoming a morning person. It's about cultivating a mindset that's prepared to face life's challenges with determination and kindness. Small acts of discipline, building blocks of a Stoic life. Let's talk about the power of small acts, those little choices that might seem trivial but can shape your entire life. Consider the simple act of placing your alarm clock across the room. It's not just about making it physically harder to hit snooze. It's a statement, a commitment to start the day on your terms, to rise despite the comfort of your bed. It's a small act of defiance against the inertia of sleep, a step toward embracing the day with intention. Similarly, making your bed each morning might feel like a trivial task, especially if you're the only one who'll see it. But it's so much more than smoothing sheets and fluffing pillows. It's an exercise in care, in telling yourself that your environment and how you engage with it matters. It's about creating a space that reflects the order and respect you're cultivating within yourself. These small victories, as Marcus Aurelius would likely argue, are the building blocks of a disciplined life. They're the everyday choices that, while easy to overlook, cumulatively mold our character. Each time you choose to do these little things, you're casting a vote for the type of person you want to be, someone who values discipline, order, and self-respect. Why focus on these small acts? Because they're within everyone's reach. Not all of us can control the major events in our lives, the upheavals, the unexpected turns, but we can control how we respond to the start of each day, how we treat our immediate surroundings, and how we prime ourselves for what lies ahead. This is Stoicism in action, focusing on what's in our power to control and letting go of what isn't. These practices aren't just about building discipline for discipline's sake. They're about cultivating a mindset that's prepared for life's bigger challenges. If you can commit to these small acts of discipline, you're training yourself to uphold your commitments in more significant areas. You're sharpening your ability to follow through, to remain steady in the face of adversity, and to approach life with a calm, collected demeanor, qualities that define the Stoic ideal. So start small. Look for those everyday opportunities to practice self-control and order. It's in these moments, in the quiet of the morning, when you decide to rise and face the day with intention, that your character is forged. These aren't just chores, they're rituals, imbuing your day with purpose and your life with a sense of direction and meaning. Accountability partner, a Stoic ally in growth. Here's a simple yet impactful idea. Share your goals with someone who supports you and holds you accountable. It transforms a personal journey into a shared adventure, making the path to a fulfilling morning routine and a purposeful life less daunting and more enjoyable. Think of your accountability partner as your ally in the pursuit of self-improvement. They're there to remind you of your commitments when the warmth of your bed feels too comforting to leave. They're there to encourage you when progress seems slow and to celebrate your victories no matter how small. This relationship is a two-way street, grounded in mutual support and encouragement. The Stoics, including Marcus Aurelius Seneca and Epictetus, often emphasized the importance of community and relationships in developing character and virtue. They believed in the power of shared wisdom, learning from one another, and the strength that comes from knowing you're not alone in your struggles. Finding an accountability partner in today's world is a nod to this timeless wisdom. It's a recognition that while the journey towards self-discipline and purpose is personal, it need not be solitary. An accountability partner can also help you see blind spots in your routine or approach that you might miss on your own. They offer new perspectives and insights that can catalyze your growth in unexpected ways. This partnership is about more than just checking in to see if you woke up on time or meditated. It's about engaging in meaningful dialogue about what's working, what isn't, and how you can support each other in making adjustments. So, how do you find this partner? Look for someone who shares your commitment to growth and self-improvement, a friend, family member, or colleague you trust. Be clear about what you're hoping to achieve and what kind of support you need. Set regular check-ins and be there for each other, offering encouragement, advice, and, when necessary, a gentle nudge back on track. This isn't just about external motivation. It's about building a relationship that inspires and uplifts both of you, creating a shared space where honesty, vulnerability, and mutual support thrive. Reflecting on mortality, a Stoic call to purpose. The Stoic practice of reflecting on mortality is a powerful call to action, a prompt to live with purpose and intention. Marcus Aurelius often wrote about the fleeting nature of life, emphasizing the importance of living virtuously and making the most of the time we have. This wasn't meant to be somber. It was a liberating realization that freed him from petty concerns and allowed him to focus on his duties as emperor and as a human being striving for virtue. The idea is that by keeping the end in mind, we're more likely to live with purpose and clarity, prioritizing the things and relationships that truly matter. In the context of your morning routine, remembering death transforms how you approach each day. It's not just another day. It's a day you've been gifted, one that's not guaranteed to anyone. This realization can profoundly impact how you choose to spend your time, the activities you engage in, the relationships you nurture, and the legacy you strive to build. It's a reminder to live fully, to love deeply, and to leave the world a little better than you found it. This practice also helps maintain perspective in the face of life's challenges. When you remember that Your time is limited. Daily annoyances and obstacles lose their power over you. You become more resilient, more focused on your long-term goals, and less likely to be derailed by temporary difficulties. So, how can you incorporate this Stoic principle into your daily life? Start with a moment of reflection each morning. Consider the day ahead as a blank canvas, an opportunity to contribute positively to your life story and to those around you. Ask yourself, if this were my last day, would I be proud of how I'm choosing to spend it? This doesn't mean living in a constant state of existential crisis. It's about cultivating a deep appreciation for the now, for the opportunity to live, learn, and love. Embracing this practice isn't about focusing on the end. It's about focusing on the present and how you choose to live each day. It's a powerful antidote to complacency and a reminder to live with intention, purpose, and gratitude. Negative visualization. Building resilience the Stoic way. We're often told to focus on the positive, to visualize success and happiness, to attract them into our lives. But the Stoics offer a different perspective that's both practical and empowering. Negative visualization. This isn't about pessimism. It's a tool for resilience, preparation, and a deeper appreciation of the present. The essence of this practice is to periodically imagine the challenges, losses, or difficulties you might face. This could range from minor inconveniences like a missed bus or a rainy day, to more significant hardships like the loss of a job or a loved one. The purpose isn't to breed fear or anxiety, but to mentally rehearse how you'd cope with such situations if they arise. Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus all believed that by contemplating the temporary nature of everything outside our control, we could cultivate a deeper sense of peace and resilience. Incorporating negative visualization into your morning routine can transform how you approach your day. Instead of stepping out the door blind to potential challenges, you're mentally equipped to face them. It's like a mental training session where you strengthen your resilience muscles. When life throws a curveball your way, you're not knocked off your feet. You've already rehearsed this moment in your mind and can draw on your pre-visualized strategies to navigate it. This practice also has a paradoxical effect. It enhances your gratitude for the present moment. By imagining life without some of the things you take for granted, you return to reality with a renewed appreciation for them. It's a reminder of how much you have to be thankful for right now. So, how do you practice negative visualization constructively? Start with a few moments in the morning to contemplate potential challenges of the day or broader future possibilities. Visualize how you'd ideally respond, what strengths you'd draw upon, what lessons you could learn, and how you could grow from the experience. Then let go of the visualization and proceed with your day, carrying a sense of preparedness and an enhanced appreciation for your current circumstances. Ending with gratitude, a Stoic nightly ritual. Incorporating gratitude into your life, especially at the end of the day, can have a transformative impact on your well-being and outlook. Keeping a gratitude journal is a simple yet profound way to cultivate this appreciation. It's about taking a few moments before bed to reflect on the day and jot down a few things you're grateful for. This could be anything: a kind gesture from a stranger, a beautiful sunset, the completion of a challenging task, or the comfort of your bed waiting to embrace you after a long day. The act of writing down what you're grateful for shifts your focus from what's lacking in your life to the abundance that's already present. It aligns perfectly with Stoic teachings, which emphasize focusing on what you have rather than what you don't, on what's within your control rather than what isn't. This shift in perspective sets the stage for a peaceful night's sleep, free from the turmoil of unfulfilled desires or lingering frustrations. It also primes your mind to begin the next day with a sense of purpose and appreciation. Ending the day with gratitude allows you to close on a note of positivity regardless of the challenges you faced. It's a way of reaffirming the good in your life, finding peace even in turmoil, and nurturing a mindset that sees opportunities for growth and joy in every circumstance. This nightly practice creates a ripple effect, influencing not just how you sleep, but how you wake up and approach your mornings. It transforms your first thoughts of the day from groans over the alarm clock to a quiet anticipation of what the new day holds. It also enhances your relationships as you become more attuned to the value of those around you and more expressive of your appreciation for their presence in your life. It deepens your connection to the world as you become more observant of the beauty and wonder that surround you, often in the most mundane moments. So, don't overlook the power of ending your day with gratitude. It's a practice that embodies the Stoic pursuit of a good life, one marked by inner peace, contentment, and a deep appreciation for the present moment. Called to live the Stoic way. As we wrap up this journey through these Stoic-inspired strategies, it's clear that each practice is more than just a task. It's a pathway to cultivating a life of intention, resilience, and profound gratitude. Embracing these strategies doesn't mean every day will be perfect, but it does mean that every day will be met with a stronger, more grateful, and more resilient you. You have within you the power to transform not just your mornings, but your entire life into a reflection of the Stoic ideals of virtue, wisdom, and contentment. This is just the beginning. There's a whole world of Stoic wisdom waiting to be explored, ready to guide you on your path to a more meaningful and fulfilled life. If you found this journey enlightening and are curious to dive deeper into the Stoic way of life, keep exploring. There are countless insights, stories, and practical tips out there to help you embrace the full richness of Stoic philosophy. Let's make our mornings a testament to our ambition, guided by the timeless wisdom of Stoicism and an unwavering focus on what truly matters. Here's to mornings filled with purpose, days lived with intention, and a life brimming with gratitude.